The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Sienna placed her datapad on the crystalline table. Her dark eyes swept across the assembled representatives, the insectoid Tsar then, the aquatic Morpheans, the silicon-based Drachnor, all species that had once looked down upon humanity's application for council membership. "We're done here," Sienna said quietly, her voice carrying none of the emotion that churned beneath her calm exterior. Hunter stood behind her, his military uniform pristine despite the long journey from Earth. As Sienna's security attaché and longtime friend, he had warned her this meeting would go poorly. The council had summoned them to deliver an ultimatum, not negotiate. Council Primus Zekthrall, a towering Drachnor whose silicon body glowed with internal heat, leaned forward. "You misunderstand, human. We have not dismissed you. You will comply with our directive." "No," Sienna replied, gathering her documents. "We won't." The directive had been simple. Humanity would dismantle 70% of its stellar infrastructure, reduce its colony footprint to pre-expansion levels, and submit to council oversight of all technological development. The reason? Humanity was expanding too quickly, claiming too many systems and making the older species uncomfortable. Hunter had read the full document 3 times, each reading stoking his anger further. Humanity had followed every rule, paid every fee, honored every treaty. Their crime was being too successful, too adaptable, too persistent. "You dare refuse the council?" The Tsar then representative, Chirikek, clicked her mandibles in agitation. "We offer you a place among civilized species and you spit on our generosity?" Sienna turned back and for a moment, Hunter saw the steel that had earned her the ambassadorship. "Generosity? You're demanding we cripple ourselves because our success frightens you. That's not civilization, that's tyranny." "Bold words for a species barely 3 centuries into space travel," Zekthrall rumbled. "The Council has maintained peace for 50,000 years. We know what unbridled expansion leads to. War, chaos, destruction. We are protecting the galaxy, including you. By ensuring we stay weak," Hunter interjected, earning a sharp glance from several delegates. As security, he wasn't supposed to speak, but the hypocrisy was too much. Every species in this chamber expanded aggressively when they were young. The Drachnor conquered 16 systems in their first century. The Morpheans displaced 3 indigenous species. Don't pretend this is about peace. The chamber erupted in protests, but Sienna raised her hand, silencing Hunter with a look. She understood the game better than he did. This was about control, about keeping the newcomers in their place. "We came here in good faith," Sienna continued. "We sought partnership, mutual benefit, a place in the galactic community. What we found was a door being slammed in our faces by species afraid of competition. Then you choose isolation," the Morphean delegate gurgled through her translation device. "Without council protection, you will face the dangers of the void alone. Pirate fleets, rogue AI, spatial anomalies, you are not ready." Sienna smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. "We've been not ready for everything we've accomplished. We weren't ready for faster-than-light travel, but we cracked it. We weren't ready for terraforming, but we mastered it. We weren't ready for first contact, but here we are. We'll figure it out." "And what of trade?" Zekthrall asked. "You need our resources, our knowledge, our established networks." "We needed them," Hunter corrected. Past tense. "In the 5 years you've kept us waiting for council membership, we've built our own networks. Independent colonies are eager to trade with us, species you've ignored or exploited. They're not afraid of humanity." The truth in his words struck harder than any weapon. The council had been so focused on containing humanity that they hadn't noticed humans simply going around them. Building alternative networks, forging direct relationships with non-council species. Chirkek's antennae twitched nervously. "You would fracture the galactic order? Create chaos?" "We would create competition," Sienna clarified. "Which is what this has always been about, isn't it? The Council doesn't fear humanity's expansion. It fears humanity's example. If we succeed outside your system, others will follow. Your monopoly on power ends." The silence that followed was deafening. Hunter watched as the realization spread across alien faces. Humanity wasn't threatening violence or war. They were threatening something far more dangerous to the established order. An alternative. "You will regret this," Zekthrall warned, his body's glow intensifying with anger. "The galaxy is not kind to lone species." "Perhaps," Sienna agreed, tucking her datapad under her arm. but it's unkinder to species who kneel. Humanity learned that lesson on our own world in blood and fire. We won't forget it among the stars. She turned to leave, Hunter falling into step beside her. As they reached the chamber doors, Sienna paused and looked back one final time. When you're ready to treat us as equals rather than subjects, you know where to find us. Until then, the Council will have to manage without human innovation, human trade, and human cooperation. I hope for your sake that the galaxy remains as stable as you claim. The doors sealed behind them with a finality that echoed through the chamber. Hunter and Sienna walked in silence through the Council station's corridors, their footsteps the only sound. Do you think they'll retaliate? Hunter asked once they were safely aboard their shuttle. Sienna stared out at the stars as they pulled away from the station. They'll try to embargo us, spread propaganda, maybe support our enemies. But direct action? No, the Council is too bureaucratic, too divided. By the time they agree on a response, we'll be too established to stop. And if you're wrong, she smiled, this time with genuine warmth, then humanity does what it does best. We adapt, we survive, and we prove everyone wrong. Again. As their shuttle jumped to FTL, neither of them looked back at the Council station. Behind them, the galactic order they had rejected began the slow process of realizing what humanity's departure truly meant. The humans had left quietly, without threats or bluster. But their absence would speak louder than any words, and the galaxy would learn that humanity's greatest strength wasn't their technology or their stubbornness. It was their refusal to accept any limitation but those they chose for themselves and for the Council. Left to endure the outcome of their own fear and pride, that lesson would prove costly indeed.